Hello snooker fans, welcome back. Matt Wilson 147 Snooker. Like and subscribe to my channel please. This video, a fantastic moment for me personally. Those of you who have seen my previous videos will notice I've made a break of 140 and missing the final black recently. This time I've banished some of those demons, let's just say, without giving too much away. You'll notice in this frame I'm playing with the spotted white. I'm playing in the 900 tournament at Reading in the Crucible Club in a couple of days time on Wednesday the 26th of March. So I've been using this cue ball just to get used to the spotted white, yeah, I was playing against Nick O'Sullivan practice session here and starting off with a pretty simple red-black, a nice little cannon off the reds there, just to hold position on the black. You're never quite sure how those positional shots are going to come out, so just bridging over the red here, simple kind of stun positional shot just to get back up top side of the reds. Actually finished really nice on this red to right centre here. Could have drawn the cue ball back to the left of the open red, decided to play through the gap, which in hindsight was probably a little bit of an error because I just over hit this positional shot and came quite low on the black, quite a thin black here, so just tried to hold the cue ball on the pack of reds and just came off them slightly too thin and left myself kind of middle distance red here, but was feeling pretty good at this stage. Had already had a couple of tons in this session, so quite fancied this middle distance red, cued it in really nicely, held position for the black perfectly to get back up for the red at the bottom of the bunch. Struggled a bit with those blacks off the spot recently, so I've been practicing them, aiming a little bit thinner than maybe my sighting suggests, so feeling pretty confident on those. Tried to play another similar shot here just to kind of use those reds as a cushion, just to hold the cue ball for the two reds loose on the right side of the table. Once again, just slightly brushed off them too far and took the cue ball up the table, but fortunately the red poked out on the side, which left me a very similar shot to the 1-4 shots ago. So I was feeling pretty good about this one. Once again, just a nice cueing shot, really hit this one sweetly, punched it in, finished perfect on the black. So at this stage I start thinking, okay, red black's all the way. Reds have just broken up slightly. Just wanted to play a nice easy positional shot just up for these two loose reds on the right side of the table. Played this one pretty well. Thought I was going to have to get the kind of long stuff out, but needed to judge the stun on the cue ball just to get past the red nearest to the red I was potting. So I decided to play it with the hand bridge rather than the rest bridge, and just for positional purposes. And at this stage, all the reds in the bunch, pretty much blocking each other. So I knew I needed to play a nice cannon, just pointing the cue there to where I wanted the cue ball to be. Nice little cannon on this red, a trace of right hand side, and this cannon worked out really, really well. And at this stage, started to think that, a really big break was on. Just finished slightly awkward, couldn't quite get my hand on the table to that red at the bottom of the bunch, but unfortunately had this red to right centre. Screw back with a trace of side, actually checked up off the cushion, so didn't quite get the side spin, but left me fine on this black. Simple positional shot, once again, just to get up on the left side of the table, just under hit slightly. Wanted to be on the bottom red ideally, just to again open up those kind of bunched together reds. Ended up on this red to right centre, once again playing with screw and running side, so left hand side as I was looking at it, just to draw the cue ball back towards the black. Again, leave myself high on this one. This time just thinking, right, anywhere on the left side of the table, high of that red, and ended up under hitting this. So just had a look to see what I thought the cannon would do into those reds. Had to trust a bit to luck on this one, just playing the kind of run through to leave myself any kind of shot on the black, and actually it worked out really nicely. Cue ball, once again quite high on this black. You'll see a kind of common theme in this break, finishing high on the black, but the reds broke really nicely, apart from the red that went up towards the blue, which I kind of put to the back of my mind at this stage and thought I'd worry about later. So from this point in the break, 10 reds, 10 blacks, had a look at the red down the cushion, was a little bit straight on that one, didn't really want to be playing a rest shot at this stage, so just managed to play a nice follow through shot on this red. Avoided the cannon with the red nearest the pink spot. Finished quite straight on this black, which is normally not great for break building purposes, but had a nice area to pull the cue ball back to enable myself to get back onto the black. So at this point, really start thinking about the maximum. Again, just finish straight on this black, really wanted to finish low, a little bit of tension in the arm, so just had to look to see where I could screw the cue ball back to finish on this red to left centre. Just where I was pointing my cue was where I was aiming. Ended up actually hitting this one a little bit too hard, just cueing over the red, just probably getting a little bit too much action on the cue ball. When I hit it, I thought I'd overhit it so much that I was going to block myself out, but actually came okay on this red. Could have played it with screw on and off the bottom cushion, but the potting angle just lent itself towards playing it with topspin to me, so actually hit this one really nicely, probably the best shot of the break, and finished nicely on the black, a little bit close to the cushion, but then had to start thinking about this awkward red near the blue, so just having a look to see what the natural angle is, trying to see where the cue was going to come, hopefully drift past the blue, have a little look here to see what the red looks like from top side. And that was where I was playing on. As you can see, it didn't quite go to plan, but just had to trust again that the cue ball would take care of itself on this shot and just focus on the pot 100%. No real side spin or anything on the cue ball, and really fortunate actually at this stage to cannon the blue into the red and leave myself on that red in such a way that I could play this little brush cannon off the blue and just push the cue ball through back down for the black. Probably again one of the best shots of the break for me, that one, because it really got me back into perfect position on the black, and then negotiating final position onto this last red. Being near the side cushion was a little bit of a concern. Left myself okay on this with the long, well not the long rest, the regular rest, which is the Mark Williams rest they use in the 900s. I've been using that in practice as well. And once again, a touch of adrenaline here just got too much into the cue ball. Really focused hard on not leaving myself straight on that black and left myself really high. But as I say, lots of high blacks in this break. The advantage here being that I could just play this completely plain ball, focus 100% on the pot, and at this stage clammy hands started to kick in, the heart was really pumping, and just took a moment to wipe my cue down and gather my thoughts, prepare myself for the elementary colours clearance that it would be in practice, but when you're on 120 on the yellow it's a bit of a different ball game. Hit the yellow nicely, kept my head still on that one. This green was a little bit awkward, could have played it on and off the cushion, but decided to kind of bite into the cue ball and just hold it for the brown. At this point my legs were really starting to get a little bit wobbly, and on this shot I actually felt like I was too far away from the table when I got down on that shot, so knew that my body was reacting in a different way to what it normally would when I'd be making a break. So just gathered myself, re-centered on this shot, focused 100% on trying to get a little bit lower than normal on this blue because it was off its spot. Actually played that one to perfection. Really started to think that this was going to happen now. Just wanted to finish anywhere top side of the pink, and actually just overscrewed slightly, overstunned slightly, sorry. And this pink you would normally play with reverse running side, but I just decided to play plain ball to leave myself any shot on the black. And for those of you who have seen missed the black last time on the maximum, this time I was shaking but I made it. There goes the fist. A hug from my playing partner, Nick O'Sullivan. 147 break, folks. Thank you for watching.